Alright guys, I am back just to give you a little bit of an update. Let me see where I put it here. So, there's only two main channels that follow Jeremy DeWitte. It's kind of dying breed. So this will be my last video on him. As you can see here, January, he had an arrest warrant. KPS is a warrant, non-public. Arrest affidavit. So let's look at that, see what that has to say. So here's the most important part. On January 19th, 2023, I'm at jury at Horizon Jail Complex with the Orange County Jail, where he's being held for failing to comply with the conditions of his probation. Shocking, shocking, shocking. For unrelated felony charges. I explained this new felony charge to Jeremy DeWitte, provided him with a copy of the arrest warrant, and afforded him the opportunity to ask me any questions related to the charge. Later that same day, I completed the booking paperwork at the Orange County Jail Booking and Release Center. So he was booked on the 20th. So they served the warrant, I guess, and then between 1/23 and February 20th of 23 on this one. We want that. So this is the motion. Let me get a little bit bigger so you guys can see it. State of Florida versus Jeremy Charles DeWitte in the 9th Judicial District. Come out of the defendant by and through the undersigned attorney and pursuant. And notice down here, he's using a public defender. I think Amir, well, Jeremy's definitely out of money. Comes out of the defendant by and through. So the defendant was arrested for cash deposit with intent to defraud on 1/19. The defendant has remained in custody since the date of arrest. As of the date of filing the motion, the state of Florida has yet to file formal charges against the defendant. Florida Rule Criminal Procedure 3.134 states that on the 30th day the court shall order the defendant released on recognizance on the 33rd day unless the state files formal charges by that date. The state of Florida can show no good cause. You could read this here. If at before the hearing of this motion for the automatic release on ROR, this state indicates it will not file formal charges within 33 days. The defendant requests ROR be granted at such hearing. Defendant counsel request leaves. Sorry, it's small on my screen. I'm using my S23 Ultra with the little nifty pen. That's why you see like that little blue dot. Defense counsel requests leave to orally amend the motion of order, whereafter the defendant prays this court enter an order granting an automatic release on his own or recognizance. So that's that one. Information notice. All that was good to him, it looks like. Comes not state of Florida. From the investigation which has been made in the opinion of the writer of the case is not suitable for prosecution. Very strange how fraud, insurance fraud, could just be dropped like that. This action is taken to clear the records and release subject bond if any has been posted. If in custody, defendant should be released. So we go back. Your great Jeremy Charles DeWitte was granted because the indictment wasn't filed by the 33rd day. The defendant's 33rd day is 2/21. And this is dated 2/21. So something's going on here that they did not charge him, as I see it. They just held him for 30 days. But there's another one here too. So that was that one. This one's probably going to be the same. Yep. So this is the bank deposit item. So this is the check that he got that wasn't in his name, and he wrote his name on the back and cashed it, knowing it wasn't his. Just to recap, it's rather large. But count one, deposit bank item with intent to defraud, which is a felony 3. He's already a felon anyway, so tacking on more doesn't really matter. And deposit bank item with intent to defraud, felony 3. But as you'll see here, they let it go through, and he is a free man in Orange County. I'm not sure the surrounding counties. I'm going to check that out, but I wanted to get this video out to you guys just to let you know that Jeremy DeWitte may be out on the streets. So beware, be careful down there in Orlando. You have a dangerous fugitive who does follow probation and is a menace to society. So, guys, be careful, be safe, and you're going to see a lot more on this channel.